Hello, this is Apocrypha from APOC Industries, and this is episode 8 of the Ashlands. So last time we started, well, we ran our tracks up to this coal mine up here, what's destined to be a coal outpost. So that's what we're going to be working on today. The plan is to set up some fortifications so that when we actually start tapping this resource and generating a bunch of pollution, it's not going to be as much of a problem. We have set up a radar down here, which may not be in the most ideal of places. We're going to want to wall off uh, probably along here and up here so that we can use this little lake as a natural boundary. All these trees are in the way too, but we'll deal with that. Um, we also built up our pack station here just a little bit. We ran out of bricks though, which reminds me, we're going to need a bunch more bricks um, to do our walls and stuff, because if we look at our blueprints for walls, you'll notice they have walking path kind of built into them. So we want to make sure that we have a lot of stuff and hundreds of belts, which we do have hundreds. I'm not sure if we have hundreds and hundreds. So we're gonna have to make sure that we're okay with that too. Still haven't seen any biter incursions anywhere, which is alright. That's what we're here for. Ammo we can come back for later. Lights we're going to need a lot of. Stone, we don't have a lot of space to drop any off. Not going to need a lot of rails. Signals, maybe. Let's put back that one signal. There we go. Robots. Probably could use some more robots. We got a lot of construction going on. Going to need a lot of medium poles. Going to need a lot of belts. And a lot of fast inserters, which we seem to have a lot of. Yeah, okay. Oh, it was stones that we needed lots of. Stone bricks. So we are basically going to fill up the rest of our inventory with stone bricks. There we go. And that maybe will be enough. Maybe not. I guess we'll find out. Definitely don't need pipes, though. We also don't need engines, because we don't need to set up a train there just yet. We also don't need a whole lot of, whatchamacallits, turrets yet. We have in our blueprint for our walls, let's just look at just our simple wall, for example. So this basically is the general shape of our wall that we put around an outpost. It has little spots for turrets. It has a belt which carries ammo, and then a little walking path just on the inside, so that when that surrounds the outpost, it is easy to walk on. So let's finish off just making this look pretty. There we go. Okay, oh, I guess we should research something else while we're at it. About sulfur. Sure. All of the wall units are aligned to the grid that is made by medium poles at their maximum distance. So that's kind of going to be the determining factor of how our wall is shaped. But also we have a special gate blueprint that we will make use of here. That'll be all right. Maybe we'll put in some landfill. Yeah, let's put in just a little bit of landfill right here, so that maybe we can get that whole thing in there. Yep, not that one. Just need a little bit more. A little bit more. And this gives the biters kind of an easy target to shoot at over here, but that's okay. So there we go. This is the start of our wall. We also don't have any gates, so we will do that. There we go. So this is the start of our defenses. We will essentially be able to plop down turrets in various places. And I guess now that I think about it, we should be able to protect this turret pretty well just by putting more turrets up here, kind of in a more free-form fashion. But yeah, so what we are going to do now is continue with our walls and kind of build it up. I think we'll just bring it straight up to the lake there. That's going to be the plan. This is going to go for a lot of robots. Also going to landfill this one little spot here. There we go. Let's see. This looks like it should be an okay place to just kind of like, you know, finish it off. There we go. Perfect. It's very dangerous right next to the right next to the train tracks, but we are going to be very careful while we walk, obviously. Okay, so there's one wall that's set up. We're also going to have to consider what to do about these areas. I might just toss individual walls in there or something. I mean, it matters more once we actually have biters attacking us. But for the time being, I'll just toss some little walls in the little spots here. Yeah. The bigger question is what to do about here, because I think that what we're going to want to do is kind of go diagonally through here, and yeah, there's no way that we're going to be able to pick up all this wood. It's okay though. And we can, let's see, we should come this way more, I guess. And do we use up all of our construction bots? Not quite. Okay. Like I said, the wall modules really like to be aligned to the grid that is made by the medium power poles. So as much as possible, I'd like to try to continue that pattern all the way around, even if it means you know, doing some strange things, like, for example, extending it out over here so that we can bring it around and see where that lies. These are not permanent, these are just temporary for spacing. that we can figure out where this wall best wants to go. Because now that we have that wall, that power pole there, then we can position our wall like so. Okay. And then we know that it'll at least theoretically line up if ever we were to, fill in all this lake, which we're not going to fill in all of, but I think will fill in some of, so that we can do that. It's obvious that I have horrible aim when it comes to where to cut down trees, but that's okay. We'll manage. These guys are getting power. How are you getting power? Oh, you're getting power from there. Okay, perfect. And we don't want wood, or we don't want trees on our path. We will probably have a path that runs all the way around here. Start complaining at us again that we have no room in our inventory. That's okay. We don't mind not having room. Let's see. Start going for robotics. Because we're going to need robots eventually. Our nanobots aren't going to last us forever. Unfortunately. Let's see what we can do about maybe pulling this path all the way up. Well, I suppose that that's awfully silly of me to have walled this off and then just landfill it in, but there we go. Okay. Let's see. Probably don't want to be too close to our train, but I want that there. We want it up one more. There we go. Perfect. Alright. And we'll get a large power pole out here to actually get us some power. There we go. How are we doing for resources? We're doing alright so far. And we are going to continue our wall. We're going to continue it up until the point where we want to turn it. We do have something like this that would reach basically all the way down there, which is probably the way that we want to go, I would say. Which means that we want to get rid of even more trees in places that we weren't expecting to get rid of trees. And of course our inventory is full. That's just how our inventory is. Alright. Also going to make a little path that goes from our pack station out to our wall path. Just like so. I'll make that yeah, whatever it's like. Cool. Well, as we were saying, we have this one big wall section here that I think will suit our purposes just fine. So we'll plot that down. And pull this around. go. Have a little bit of landfill. Maybe? You run out of landfill? Oh, not quite. There. There we go. Perfect. So now we have a wall which extends on the east side, which means that we are safe from the east. Robotics is finished, so let's grab, I don't know, construction robots. We're not going to be using a lot of this stuff for quite a while yet. We also have a delivery belt for ammo, which isn't hooked up yet, obviously. And in this case, is actually going to be probably flowing in the other direction. We don't need this last guy here. So what we probably should do is flip around all of these belts. Alright, so we went through and swapped these things around. What else are we looking for? I don't know, logistics robots? Sure. We flipped around that belt. One thing that we are going to set up is our ammo delivery system, which is right here. So basically what this does is, it's a complicated looking thing, but it has a chest which we will put ammo into, and we're going to have that in a position where we can easily poke ammo in there from our train. That's the theory, anyway. Maybe even so that I can automatically unload, or not unload, but the other one, load from our train. Maybe we can take out the power pole that's in there. It's probably not needed. And then that will serve to send ammo all the way down here and all the way around and everywhere that we need ammo. Let me just see if I can reach that chest if I'm in the train. I can, which is then therefore a perfect place to put this, because no, I would want it to have it one more over so that I can actually have an inserter off of it. Can I reach that? No, of course not. I can just take this light out. That won't be a big deal. We can put lights on the other side of our train if we really wanted to. That's going to be okay. So, here we go. We need a bunch of decider combinators and a constant combinator. Take out that power pole. Our power pole. Okay, and this should start dinging at us almost immediately once all this is all wired up. Now that I think about it, that power pole is probably critical. It's probably a critical pole. This stuff was probably wired to it. Yes. Okay, we will plant this down again. There. So the light is red, and any second now, well, after 10 seconds, it will ping at us saying that, wait a second. Not without the decider combinator, it won't. There we go. So here we go. So this is going to ping at us every 10 seconds or so saying that we have low supplies. And we're going to say that this is low ammo at mine 1. And we're going to drop in some ammo. And now the light has not gone red anymore, which is by design. We will take a filter inserter and let's add something else. Because I don't even know. We're so far away from getting robots that getting logistics slots and stuff seems a little superfluous. Get flammables, or maybe get flamethrowers. Okay, so we'll take our filter inserter and we'll filter this on ammo, and sure, why not? Yeah. Unless I can hook these up. What if I did something like this with a red wire and had this to set filters? Does that work? No? No? Alright. Well, never mind then. Of course I need to build more red wires in order to disconnect that. That's okay though. Alright, we'll just set this to regular ammo for now. And the next thing that we do with this is send our ammo on a merry little trip. Some of it is going to be actually split down here so that it can feed this track here. I suppose that is actually... That's kind of gross, but until we get red belts, that's what it is. Start getting some armor, maybe. Oops. We are out of undergrounds, and we're out of what? Iron? So maybe this will be the last that we can build. I think that the tier 2 will fit in if we do this. So we will do this. We will put that like that. And we're out of iron, so some of this is not gonna get hooked up right now, but I guess that's all right. You know what? We'll just set it on its way, and we can put an underground on it when we get some iron. So here's how this is gonna work. The ammo that goes in this box is going to be put onto this track, and this track is going to be split between the wall down here, where there would theoretically be turrets. These should not be there. Hopefully that'll stop things from going. Sure, modules. And then this will also start feeding what would be turrets here. So we basically have a way of resupplying all of our turrets. Even though there aren't any turrets here, we have an easy way to resupply them. There's also some other little things, like if we had flamethrower turrets, they would kind of point in various ways over here. We also need a radar up here. There we go. Maybe let's tuck it in a little bit if we can. Yeah, that way spitters won't want to spit it. So there we go. Because the walls are two tiles thick, we'll get an easy early warning if we start to get attacked here. I don't expect that we'll get attacked from this direction or this direction, to be honest, yet, because we, don't have, we're not actually producing anything here yet. So I've decided that I do want this to be too thick. You see our warning is starting to go off now that we have run out of ammo. This does take a lot of ammo to be able to support, but that's okay, we don't mind. We're gonna also have a little wall over here, and then we will be completely sealed off. So in addition to feeding down here, we're also going to be feeding over here. But that's more than enough to keep us busy for one episode. So we're going to head home for resupply, and in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. This has been episode 8 of the Ashlands, and I look forward to catching you next time.